Hi everybody, and welcome back to this week's video for unboxing for my shop, Peddler Wagon on Etsy. It's arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. So this week's video is going to feature two different places. This is what they call the Mustard Seed here in Clarksville, Arkansas. It's the thrift store that the Methodist Church has here. And then the other place that we have stuff from that we're going to feature is from a new flea market in Russellville. And I can't remember, it was POCS or something. I just know the little strip mall it was in. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was a brand new one in Russellville. And so we went to check it out. And they had really great deals. I'm really going to like that flea market once it gets filled all the way up because they didn't have very many vendors yet. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first box, like I said, is going to be from the Mustard Seed here in Clarksville, Arkansas. It's a nonprofit thrift store. So I guess you can see the first thing kind of sticking out here is this lamp. So this was the very first thing I found when I came in there. Ahead of Adam. He was following behind me. And so I came in there and this was up on a top shelf. It only had one. I wish there were two. It is milk glass. Milk glass lamps are very popular, especially hobnail. But it also has this beautiful purple glass detail. And so I've never seen one like this. It's really unique. I thought it was really cute, and it wasn't for hardly anything because, again, this is a thrift store. One time before I had been in there in that thrift store, and sometimes they're kind of price high. I will say this, somebody that works there or volunteers there, I should say, does know who Etsy is because you will actually see on the stickers, this is this much on Etsy. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to need you not to do that because, yes, I'm trying to make money. But I get it, it's for a good cause. So I was surprised I was able to find as much as I was, but I did good. So the next thing I have here, I believe this is an anchor hawking. So I had a platter on one of my last videos not that long ago, kind of like this. It does have like one little ding right there, but it's not too bad. It has that starburst edge to it. It's a divided tray. I believe it's anchor hawking. I've got to do some more research on it, but I'm almost positive it is. It's like an hors d'oeuvre tray. Again, just like the other one where you can have like a little dip there. You can have different serving pieces or, you know, whatever you wanted to do with it. I thought it was really cute and it was a really good price. So, of course, I snagged that right up. All right, on to the next thing. Again, a crochet blanket. We all know how I love crochet blankets. These are always so big as reselling. This isn't really like a full blanket. This is more like a throw or an Afghan, I guess you could say, because it's not really that big, but it is a great lap blanket size. People love handmade stuff, number one, on that platform, but they love crochet, and vintage crochet is real big for some reason. So, of course, I had to snag another one of these. And since I have to unwrap this stuff, I'm going to stare at the elephant in the room. This was on the table over here. This I found right before we left. I thought I was done, and I turned around and I saw this, and I said, what is that? It is a punch bowl, you guys, the complete set, and it's original box. This is probably only 1980s. I have one that I have on my shop right now that's kind of like this, if y'all remember, with the grapes and the leaves. But this one's a little bit different. I can tell on the bowl itself that the leaves look a little bit bigger than the one I have. So this one's probably newer than the one that I already have on there. But it was a really great deal, especially being in the original box and having all the original pieces, the hooks, the bowls, you know, the stand, the cups. So, you know, I had to snag that, of course. So there's that. All right, let me get to this other stuff. You're curious too, huh, Dottie? On to the next. That's what he says. I say all the time. On to the next thing. Well, I don't know what to say. Making fun of me. All right. This, Adam is the one that got this one. And I have to admit, it was a really good deal. He saw it back behind the counter when we were checking out. And he said, is that porcelain? And he makes fun of the way I say porcelain. I say porcelain. But, you know, I'm going to say it how I like to say it. That's just all there is to it. This is, look, the flue goes up, you guys, or you can turn it down. It's still an oil lamp. I mean, we could electrify it easy, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. This is original and it's beautiful, and it was hardly anything. So we, of course, snagged that. So again, that was Adam that got that one. He had to make up for me getting this lamp, you see. So that's what it was. Because as soon as he came in and saying I had that lamp, he was like, oh. So he had to outdo me somehow, some way. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. Like I said, sometimes I have to research. Not sometimes, all the time I have to research these items. Yeah, I'm sure. He was wanting to know what the age was on that lamp in case y'all couldn't hear him. I said, I didn't know. I've got to research it just like I research everything else. So this is the other piece that I found that I almost walked away from. But honestly, it's really heavy. It's kind of crystal. I don't know if it's pressed glass or crystal. I've got to do some research on it. I'm not really quite sure exactly what the maker is. It just has like some frosted glass detailing on it. It reminds me of, what is that maker? Anna, I'm not going to massacre the last name, but here I go. Blockenstall or something like that. I know that's not how it's pronounced. It's some kind of Czechoslovakian name or something, but I don't know if that's the same kind of maker. They make a lot of this kind of glass like this, but I don't know if that's what this is or not. But we're going to do some research on it. Either way, it wasn't very much, and I know I can get my money back plus some. It was really cute, so I picked that up. And I'm learning that I like glass. I might as well just put on my shop that I sell vintage glass. So, I mean, but I do sell other things too. So, you know, it's like if I get stuck with it, I'm going to have a lot of glass, and that's kind of okay for me. All right. On to the next thing, as he says, I say. And again, I love these little planters, these mid-century little planters like this. Ooh, excuse me. This one says, thank heaven for little girls. I'm not quite sure if I want to get rid of this because I do have granddaughters coming in the next couple of months, but I got it anyway. This is made in Japan. I can't read who it was made by, but it was made by somebody. It has the original sticker on there. I don't know if y'all can see that there or not. It also plays. It's a music box. I love the ones that are music boxes. Yep. So that was a good little cute find. It wasn't very much. I've sold a couple of them. I finally sold the very first one I ever bought just a couple of days ago. And I was really excited about that one because it was really cute, and I thought it would sell a lot faster than it did. It had like this little boy with a baseball hat, and he looked like a little Cupid doll. I don't know if y'all know what Cupid dolls are, but in my generation, they had like these little plastic Cupid dolls that we had, and it's what it looked like, and he was just so cute. And he sold yesterday, or not yesterday, but a couple days ago. So I was kind of bittersweet to see him go, but that's what I got him for. So, all right, let's see what else we have. Oh, yeah. So this, you see, Donnie? She's like, what is that? This is not dog bowls. This is a mid-century, sorry, baby, mid-century serving set for like, this is not silver. It's just chrome. It's mid-century. No, it's not silver. No, it's probably stainless steel. Did I not say it was stainless steel? You said it was chrome. I don't know if it's chrome or stainless steel. What's the difference? Is there a difference? Yeah, that's stainless steel. Okay, this is stainless steel. Whatever, folks. Okay, it's not silver. That's all I know, and it's metal. And it's got this cute little wooden handle and these cute little bull feet, and it sits right there, and it just reminds me of like something from the 1960s that you would see, you know, on a bar, like with like nuts and stuff, and they would have like their martinis and their little whatever. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. Whatever. All right. On to the next thing. Oh, there is no next thing from there. Okay, so that was it from the mustard seed, and so we're going to go ahead and start on our other two boxes. Are you ready for me to start my other boxes? Okay. So these boxes, again, were from the new flea market that we found in Russellville. I want to say it stands for like Pope County PCOS or something like that. Pope County something. I don't know exactly. It's new. It's only been there 6 months. The next time we go, I'll make sure that I have the name right. If y'all are from Arkansas and you know what flea market I'm talking about, please reply in the comments because I feel bad that I don't remember the name right now. But it was my first time ever going, so I'm sorry. All right, so let's go ahead with this box because it only has a few things, and then it has something in it that goes with this something in this box. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this ice bucket. We all know that I love ice buckets in mid-century. This is a mid-century ice bucket. The interior looks really good. I'm not quite certain it's mid-century. This could be from like a hotel room in the 80s for all I know, but I don't think so. It has actual wood on the metal handle. It's in really good shape, really wood detailed. I just think it's really cute, really retro looking. And like I said, look at this. Like, look how well that matches together. Is that not the cutest retro thing you've ever seen? In my opinion, anyway, it is. So, in my opinion, all that really matters. No, I'm just playing. My opinion has been paying off. Let's just put it like that. Usually I pick out pretty good stuff. And my sales are picking up steadily. So, I think I'm doing all right. Okay, on to the next thing. Oh, and I got this because we're coming up on Easter, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. It's crystal glass. It's a basket. I don't know what all you would do. I mean, you could put all kinds of things in here, but I thought for Easter, this might sell really well. It's really cute, even outside of Easter. But it's really heavy, you guys, and it looks like it's crystal. It doesn't look like it's like blown glass or cut glass or anything like that. It very much looks like it's crystal. I'll have to do some more research on it to find out who the maker is and all that. But I just thought it was so cute, and it was a great price. This place had great prices, maybe because it is so new. I'm worried as they get more popular, the prices aren't going to be as well, because the prices at this place were amazing. I'm not going to lie. I got in there, and you can ask Adam. Well, you can't ask Adam, but I'm just saying I got in there, and Adam can attest to the fact that I was very much excited about the prices in there. Okay, and so the last thing in this box is going to go with something in the other box. So there's this. I know you're thinking, oh, it looks like a white Pyrex bowl, but this is not Pyrex. And then you have this, and it goes with it. These are glass bake sunbeam bowls. So these bowls were sold with an original stand-up mixer called a sunbeam. And so these bowls were made for that. And they have these little spouts that are perfect for pouring. So you would make it in a stand-up mixer. And then when you lifted the mixer, you'd have your bowl and you could just pour it into your pans and all that. But the set, it's a set, and the set was a great price. These are highly collectible. Almost as much as Pyrex, not as popular as Pyrex, but pretty popular, very highly resellable. And so I had to snag this up because, again, it was a great deal. I think this was actually the very first thing that I picked up in that flea market. Oh, yeah, I'm done with that bowl. Why am I looking in there? Or box, I mean. Okay. All right. On to the next thing. So don't massacre me, people, but I bought these cups and I cannot remember who the maker is. I do know that they are more valuable than what I bought them for. It's a set of 4. They're really cute. They're really like little wine glass. I wouldn't even say that's not a wine glass for me. I'm just saying. But you could put all kinds of things in there. I would say it would be like a cute little sherry glass. Isn't that what that's called? They drink those little glasses, sherry or whatever. I've never had sherry, so I don't know. But I just thought they were cute. I do know that the maker is highly resellable. I just can't remember who it is right now. I researched it when I was actually in the store, and now I can't remember. But like I said, if you're favoriting my shop, arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com, you'll learn more about the item when it gets listed, in case you're curious and you want to know more history about the item, like who the maker is specifically, what it is, when it was made, that kind of thing. All right. On to the next thing, as he says, I say. And this is something he made me get. So this is, again, one of those glass bowls that's frosted. It is made by that lady. I said, that lady's name that's Czechoslovakian, that Anna, whatever. Yeah, so that's who made this bowl. I feel bad that I don't know how to pronounce that name, and it may not even be Czechoslovakian for all I know, but it looks Czechoslovakian when I did it research last time that it was. So it has a lid. It's very beautiful, frosted detailing of flowers on the side. Almost looks like petunias. Has a lid that sets right in there on these little things. No cracks, no dings. It was a really good price. Again, this was Adam's pick. I wasn't going to get it because I think this is the last thing we picked up because I'd already gotten so much. And he was like, no, you need to get it. And so I said, I don't know. I don't think it's anything special. And so, well, I did some research and he was right. And so I picked it up. And yes, that's right. I can admit when my husband is right. I'm not one of those women. And I'll also say I'm sorry, unlike some people. But anyway, on to the next thing. He's giving me the evil eye, you guys. Oh, yes, this is another one of my favorites. These are 2 pink depression shot glasses. I really don't even want to get rid of them because we all know how I love pink, and they're just too cute. They were hardly anything, so I got really excited about these, and I said, these are going home with me. And, of course, they're my favorite color, pink. All right. Let's see what else I have. Oh, yeah. So the next thing is something that I've had on my shop before. And I found one at this flea market that was a really good deal. This is an Amberina Jeanette footed bowl. They're really highly resellable. People love these things. It does have some wear on the bottom, on the feet, things like that, which is normal with this age because this is mid-century. It's kind of like a ruffled edge boat bowl. It's a fruit bowl is what it was originally for. But I just thought it was cute. I've had one before. It sold really fast. I sold it with another Amberina bowl. Amberina's real big. A lot of people like Amberina. And just so if you're new to my videos, Amberina, what Amberina is where it's red and then it kind of, well, it's actually like an amber that fades into a red or a red that fades into an amber color. And so it creates what they call an Amberina effect. And that's what the coloring is on this bowl. There we go. There. All right. I'm really excited I got that because I've already sold my other one. And I have an Amberina Gondola Jeanette bowl on my shop as well, where I may end up putting them 2 together, but I have a red gondola bowl too. I don't know. All I know is I do run a lot of deals. If you always see more than one item in my shop that you like, because they, kind of go together, I do give like 25% off when you order 3 or more things. And if I can combine shipping for you, I always refund you the overage that you pay on shipping. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. Oh, this is the thing my husband said was ugly. It is a Porky Pig planter. It is really cute. He thinks it's ugly. He thought it was a cat at first, and it might be a cat now that I'm looking at it, but I think it's a pig. But I just now realized it's got whiskers, so I guess he's right. It's a cat, but it's pink. And it looked like it was Porky the Pig, and now it's a cat. But that's okay. It's still cute either way. It's really kitschy. These kind of things are like real popular with some people, or maybe just me. I don't know. I like the mid-century. I like little kitschy things. And for this, a lot of people would use it for succulent planter or something like that. Me, I would be so bold as I would have this on my vanity, and I would actually have my makeup brushes in it because it's really cute. Could you see that on a little girl's vanity? With makeup brushes when she's first starting out with makeup and stuff, it would be too cute, you guys. Too cute. You don't always have to use things for what they were originally intended. I'm really big about upcycling and reusing things in new and unique and different ways. That's another reason why I love vintage, because With vintage, it is a way to be uniquely yourself. You don't have to use things for what they were originally intended for. Even this could be something for storage and not intended, to use. Even an ice bucket, you could take the lid off and use that as a planner. You could do all kinds of things with vintage items. That's why I love vintage so much, is it can be uniquely and different for you. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, yeah. These things I had to look up just a little while ago when we were sitting here because I remembered I got them. This is also one of the things I got out of the booth. I got this out of, the sunbeam bowls. So this, I had to look it up. This is a Japanese little tea set. They nest all together. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing, you guys? So one is supposed to be sugar, one is cream. I think it is missing the stopper on that one. That one's probably for the cream. This one's probably for the sugar because it has like the little holes in it. And then this one's probably for the tea. So they stack together. And I know it's a little bitty teapot, but isn't that like the cutest thing you've ever seen? They're hand painted. There is some detailing that's missing on these, but this is really cool, really unique. I'm really going to hate to see this sell, only because I like little cute things like this that I've never really seen before. I didn't even know these things existed until, well, I found it in that place. All right. And let's see what else I've got over here. Oh, yeah. So we all were talking about the mid-century. So let's see what I got. I got one. This is Libby glass. This is pretty popular. It's like a Libby glass, silver and white ball motif. And then one more thing. Oops. There's tearing paper everywhere. And two. So it's not done. And here is the little holder, you guys. I'm really thinking this was a sugar and cream set, and because there's a spout on one and there's not on the other one, and I imagine this probably had a silver lid or chrome lid, or I'm sorry, stainless steel lid, whatever he wants to say that I should say. But I'm not quite sure, but I think I'll have to do some research on it, but it could still be used for a variety of things. I just thought it was really cute. It was a really good price. Again, it's a mid-century piece that's highly resellable. Really cute. One of my other favorite finds. I think they're all my favorite finds. That's what's really sad, is I always say, oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. They're kind of all my favorites. All right. So let's see what else I got here. I don't know what this is. I just now realized this was in here. Oh, yeah. So I got these cute little crystal salt and pepper shakers. These are heavy and it's cut glass. If it's not cut glass, they're crystal. I'm going to have to do some research on it as far as like who the maker is and all that. But they're really cute, you guys. I really love these. And I know they're going to sell really well. And I didn't pay hardly anything for them. So I snagged those up. So that's one thing you can't really repurpose, I don't think. Because, well, unless you just want to put your own spices besides salt and pepper. So, I don't know. Oh, yay. And then my last thing, I got another ice blue footed Indiana glass harvest bowl. I already have one of these on my shop. Everybody loves this color. They're highly resellable. I don't know what it is about this color, but I can understand. I like pink, and if you like blue as much as you like pink, you would want this bowl because, I mean, it glimmers, it glows. It's just beautiful. When you put this thing out in the sun, like the other one I did, you can't believe how much it shines. So, yeah. So, I'll have another one on the shop already, just like this. If it doesn't sell before I list this one, I'll make sure that I'm giving a discount if you buy both of them. Usually when you buy at least So when you buy 3 things, I give you like 25% off of everything. When you buy 2 things, I give you 20% off. So I think that's all I've got for you today. Again, like I said, make sure you're going to my shop, arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. Make sure you're favoriting, because sometimes these videos are coming out after I already have things listed. And I want to make sure that if you're really liking some of this stuff and you want it, that you're being able to see it when it's actually posted on the shop and snag it up before anybody else does. Because I honestly had a video that hasn't posted yet that I did a few weeks back, and I had items on there and I've already sold one. Like, it goes pretty fast. Sometimes I pick up things and I don't know, I guess my taste matches somebody else's, and I usually have really good prices. So if you're seeing stuff you like, make sure you're favoriting my shop so that you can be notified whenever I list the item, or whenever I list the item you like. Because it'll tell you every time I have new ones. It'll also tell you when I have sales. Also making sure that you like and subscribe to our channel so you can stay tuned every week for new deals and new items. And I just want to thank you. And I think that's all I have for you today. So bye.